Hello, it is Sunday afternoon and today's task is getting our beehives set up. So we have to go pick up our bees tomorrow. We're picking up 2 nukes. We'll have 2 hives. It's really funny. I've talked about it here on the channel. And I thought the beginning of my to-do list today was going to be painting the beehives. I even purchased the paint. We had some left over. We bought some more outdoor paint. Well, unknowingly, we had purchased wax dipped beehives. So that skips a step, which is awesome, buys us a couple of hours of time we would have had to wait for those to dry. So today's video is going to be all about getting the hive set up, picking out a spot, leveling it, building the stand for it to go on because they have to be about a foot at least off the ground. And then instead of painting them, I think I'm gonna make some decals on the cricket. So that the bees can differentiate between the two. So let's get to it. Okay, we are heading up to the field. I think we're gonna put it at the top of the field so that it's away from most things, but still gets direct sunlight. Hopefully we can find a relatively flat spot up there so we don't have to do too much leveling. Some garden progress. You can see up at the top of the hill, that's gonna be our watering solution for the summer. Okay, we are up at the top of the hill thinking we are going to put it right here so it won't be shaded from the trees, but still pretty close to the tree line, maybe to break some of that wind in the winter. Okay, so since we've moved in, we found a couple rogue piles of bricks, and that's what we're going to use since they're sturdy to kind of use as our platform for the boxes. So I am going to go get a load of those. I am so excited for my garden this year. I think the bees are just going to be so wonderful for pollination. It might still look like a mess, but this has been a lot of work the past couple of weeks. Okay, so I got a load of bricks, or at least as much as I'm comfortable hauling. I don't think I should put much more weight in there. Then I'm gonna take one of the boxes up to an empty one just so we can use it for sizing and to make sure we can get it level. I think I jinxed myself. Maybe I carried a little bit too much. Okay, so I made it up the hill with about half the load of bricks. I have to go down and get the rest. Lesson learned. I was a little too aggressive, I think, with weight and speed. So now Reno is kind of leveling some spaces that he dug out. Once those are level, we'll be able to start putting the bricks in. Okay, so we have spots for 2 hives. I am going to go get the weed fabric like we used in the garden. We're going to put that down so it just makes it easier to cut the grass around. So I'm going to get that, the torch we used to cut it, and some more bricks. Okay, we have the first platform built. It's about 15 inches off the ground. So we're going to get the first hive assembled, make sure everything is good to go, and then we will start on the second hive. Okay, so what we have so far is just our bottom board and an entrance reducer. And then we will put our next board with frames, or our next box with frames on it. Our strategy is 2 deeps and a super eventually. We're gonna start with 1 deep and then a second empty deep because we're doing a top feeder, so it'll just be empty. Okay, the next thing that goes on is this. What's this called? The next thing that goes on is this board that the feeder then sits on top of. Not really sure of the proper name of it. Oop, sticker. Okay, then on top of that, we're just going to put an empty deep. That board that I put on there that I said I didn't know the name, I stand corrected. It is an inner cover. So there's the 5 frames beneath that, the inner cover, and then this empty box. Excuse my dirty fingernails. Garden season, and I need to get used to wearing gloves. Then we have this kind of feeder. has like screen on the bottom. You fill it with the sugar water and you put it in a bucket feeder. So I'm just gonna put that in there for right now to make sure everything works, but we will definitely be taking that down with us so we can get it full of food. See, it just sits on there like that. And then last but not least, we have the cover, and it definitely has it that we'll need to remove. Okay, Amazon delivery just got here. It is my beekeeping apparel. Let's try it on. Now I had to order a smaller size than I wanted to because that's just what they had that would get here today, and my backup is to go to Tractor Supply. So let's start with the gloves because I'm pretty positive those will fit. These are hysterical. Okay. Ooh. These fit. They might they might be a little big. I don't know. I feel like I'll want to have good dexterity, but TBD. All right, next. I wanted one. So at our beekeeping class, the instructors brought in some different beekeeping suits to try on, some different styles. And I really liked the one that was a pullover. Don't ask me why. So, let's see. Oh, good. Hopefully this fits. What? I wanted a pullover and I got a jacket. Did I order the wrong thing? Okay. Well, the bottom is tight, but I feel like that's by design so you don't get stung. Oh, I did it. All right, well, first off, I need to do my hair differently so the hat piece of this fits. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna do a low bun so the hat will fit on. These are not made for people with big heads. See, this like hooks onto your thumb, so your glove can go on. But I feel like they're on the wrong side. Okay, fit check. I think the kind of veil that I got is the one that just doesn't have any seams and just goes the whole way around. Again, I thought I got a quarter zip, but this zip the whole way up will be fine. I think I like the gloves. I might need a smaller size. I don't know how that important that is, but I like this one too because it wasn't like stark white. It's a little bit of a neutral. I think I'm ready for bees tomorrow. Okay, so we got the hives set up, ready to go. The other thing that I want to have ready to go is their food. So they eat sugar water. We have these like top feeder type things, and it is a 1-to-1 ratio sugar to water with by weight. So I have my kitchen scale out and we're going to get to it. I did get a new bag of sugar from Azure that I'm gonna keep in the garage. We need like a bee station, I think, but we'll keep out there for ease of use. So I guess we'll get started. And I picked warm water. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but okay, one down. Do you think I need to stir it? I'll stir it just for good measure. one down, one more to go. Okay, so here is our final setup, aside from needing a little bit more mulch to go around this. I did end up painting these because the separator, the bottom board, the top, what are these things called? The top cover, the part of the wood, it was not treated. So to make sure the bees could be able to tell it apart rather than doing those decals, which maybe we'll still do, we did this in gray and that one over there in yellow, and it will also protect that wood that did not have any wax on it. But look, this coverage is really working. It just, the water kind of wicks right off of there. So really pleased with that, those wax dips. The stands are done as well. They're up high enough off the ground. So, oh, and bricks on top to keep that top cover on. So all in all, I'd say we're ready. And here's our setup. So stay tuned. In an upcoming video, we will talk about our journey to go get the bees, install the bees. Really excited for all that. So thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time.